So this is why it's important to check first. Super cold outside. This morning it was like 4 degrees. So I should have... there's supposed to be more snow coming in the next couple of days. I think tomorrow they said, maybe Saturday. And I haven't run the snowblower or the lawnmower now in about... I think it's sat out there for about 4 days so far. It doesn't do so great in the super cold. The battery, I mean, I moved here 2 years ago and the battery was in there when I moved in. So I don't know how good the battery is. I do like to run it when it's this cold though. So I am going to go outside and do a little bit of cleanup and touch up the driveway and the walkway and stuff. I'll move the van while I've still got some daylight. And then I'm going to clean off both Chevettes. I bought a tarp that I wanted to cover them both with because I don't know if they leak. And I want to try to maintain the interiors. I know they're kind of rough, but I want to keep any additional water out of there if possible, just for the sake of the winter. So I'm going to clean all the snow off of them, and I'll just try to cover them both with a tarp. It's like a 12 foot by 18 foot, so it should cover basically everything. If I have to move one of the cars, I will. That just means I'll probably drag it and move it with a tow strap because there's no batteries and anything outside right now, just for this winter. But, well, let's see what we can get away with here. It's pretty cold, but, well, it's only 17 now. It'll drop. It always does. Let's see what's gonna happen here. I might need fluid. Okay, I'm gonna go get some starting fluid. I think that's the only thing that's gonna help this situation. Alright, quick start. Here's to hoping. It's easier than having to bring a vehicle all the way here, or a battery or something. But when it's this cold, I don't think this mower was really designed to work in this type of weather. Not plugged. So, give her a good squirt. Let's see. That's all she needed, a little bit of love. Quick for me. He's burrowing under the snow now. I had to make a quick pit stop in the house. Seem to have obtained a flat tire. I've got tubes in the rear tires So that isn't an issue anymore, but this guy here went flat. The front end started pulling. So I've got my little toy compressor, and I'm going to fill her up. And let's see if it's going to hold air, because if not, then I'll do the same repair to the front tires that I did to the rears. Go to the Tractor Supply and I'll just pick up some tubes. You can automatically set this one to the pressure you want, so it fills and it shuts off automatically. It's kind of convenient, but it's not meant for anything heavy duty. Small tires are really the only thing it can do. Since I've got it out, might as well check this side, but I think this one's fine, to be honest. It'll catch up. Oops. Alrighty. More gooder. I was able to finish snow blowing without incident after I filled up that tire. I'm gonna just say it probably got low slowly, and then with all the front end weight that's been on it and the stress when you lift the bucket or lift the snow blower and try to steer, probably just pushed it a little too far and it lost the air. Now I gotta clean these guys off the best I can. Made myself some nice access though, so I'm gonna push the snow off, and then we will get some tarpage happening here. Frosted on the inside, but I think that's because I had this one running in the intro video there. See, there's no door, there's no trim here between the glass, so everything gets inside the door pan, or the door panel, door cavity. That's a word. It fills it right up. So, get my snow brush and clean these guys off. Now they're all covered up. The interiors are at least going to be kept out of the weather now. So any leaks, hopefully, won't make a problem. And I hope, because it's so open, that nobody tries to seek shelter in there. This side is a little closer to the ground, but a driving wind will fix that, I'm sure. And if I need to anchor this baby down more, I could fill a couple more pails with water and then they become hard and then it's easy. So but if we get a few more inches of snow like we're talking, these tarps will get pushed down on the roof of the car. Yeah, I gotta have something here for sure. Alright, I will get something onto this tarp to keep it in place. Might be getting a little too dark, but there's the Chevette's covered up with that tarp that I have. I added some ratchet straps in the middle, and then those ice buckets I have, those containers full of water that froze up. I use those as anchors on either side to keep it from to keep the wind from lifting her up. Hopefully it stays covered up. I mean, like I said, I'm just trying to keep moisture from the interior. That's really the only intent. So I know the weather stripping on those cars is not new. Obviously they're an 84 and an 86, but I hope at least doing this will keep that from getting worse inside until I have an opportunity to get in there. I would have loved to have had the interiors stripped already, but to be honest with you, I just didn't have time. Work has been so busy lately, and then everything else around the house, trying to get it done before holidays, of course. It's just been a lot, so I haven't had a chance, but I'll be following it closely. I'll be making videos, of course, with all that progress and what I do and how I'm going to fix the floors and get them running and eventually have them, well, at least have one of them safetied and get it on the road and then get to enjoy it. Because that's really the whole purpose. Is I really, something about those cars, I don't know what it is, I really like them. I really enjoy them. And I've always wanted to have one for myself, and now I got two. Well, maybe 1.5 after I put them together. Or maybe I'll have one Chevette and one hell of a go-kart. I guess time will tell.